Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. We're going to talk about this Vechain dollar thing again because people keep asking me about it. Is it realistic to expect Vechain to hit $1 by the end of the year? And I say yes. And we're going to actually look at a graph why Vechain could actually be $1 by this fall. Obviously, VET 2.0 should help and the DEX and everything should help, but it does depend on the price of Bitcoin. And of course, altcoins still lag behind Bitcoin by some. But if Bitcoin rises to like 100,000 or more, which is definitely possible, because remember, last year in March, Bitcoin was at $3,000. And basically, it didn't really cross 20,000 until around the end of the year. And then by April, it was already 60,000. So in a span of like 3 months, it did like 3x. And right now it's at 30 something thousand. 3x would be 100,000. Now you're saying, okay, 3x for Bitcoin, it could be just like 3x for VeChain, right? And right now, VeChain is at 8 cents, 3x would be 25 cents. But that's actually not how it works for altcoins and Bitcoin. Let's look at this reminder graph. On Christmas Day of last year, let me remind you, because people have very short memories, VeChain was essentially, Christmas Day last year, VeChain was essentially December 24th, Christmas 25th, 1.6 cents. By the time April 19th rolled around, not even 4 months later, it was already 25 cents for a whopping over 12x. In less than 4 months, over 12x. Obviously, 12x in 4 months, 12x would put us at exactly about $1. So that is definitely possible if BTC rises 3x between now and the end of the year, or now in this fall, which I believe is possible. I still think BTC is going to hit over 100,000 by the end of the year, by the way. VeChain could actually rise 12x and hit $1 just like last time. The math actually works out pretty well if you actually consider what happened between the Christmas of last year and around mid-April of this year. Because essentially, VeChain just over 12x during that time period. And because VeChain 12x over that time period, it actually can go to $1 if it does the same thing. And if you believe that Bitcoin can actually rally, turn around, and reach 100,000 by the end of the year, then it is not a stretch to see that VeChain will actually reach $1. And if you're nervous on Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin definitely has seen these price rises before. Basically, on Christmas Day, it was still around the $20,000 mark. Obviously, in April, $60,000. So people have very, very short memories if they actually think these things are not realistic, because they were realistic 6 months ago, and it can easily be realistic in the future. We're not guessing at multi-trillion or multi-quadrillion market caps for VeChain. That might be completely unrealistic, and indeed it is unrealistic if you expect VeChain to flip Bitcoin or VeChain to reach tens or hundreds of dollars by then. But $1, we've seen such jumps before, and we have corollaries from the last one where XRP rose from maybe a few cents or less than a cent to $1. Now, and VeChain's at that market cap where getting to $1 wouldn't really be some sky-shattering event, because getting to $1 would actually only equal $86 billion in market cap, which is actually just above where USDT is right now, at about a third of the price of Ethereum. And it will be much less than a third of Ethereum's market cap when that happens, because obviously if Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, Ethereum's going to rise up massively, and it's probably going to be over $1 trillion itself. So VeChain, if it goes to $1, my guess it still won't be in the top 5 in terms of market cap, but it might actually crawl into the top 10. So what you're basically saying is that Bitcoin will go to $100,000 by the end of the year, and VeChain will be top 10 crypto by the end of the year. I don't think those things are completely unreasonable. Actually, it may not, like in that kind of a bull run, you may not even need to be top 10 to get like an $80 billion market cap. But we shall see. But I think based on how prices have risen just earlier this year, and how much VeChain has multiplied in respect to Bitcoin, that is why I think VeChain $1 is totally tenable. Like VeChain to $10, not tenable, but VeChain to $1, very, very tenable. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.